Hello everybody and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more Hearts of Iron 4 Death or Dishonor, playing as Legionary Romania. Let's see, doctrine-wise, do we want to go for air-land battle? Better hard attack for my entire army, that's pretty good. Tanks get better soft and hard attack with the breakthrough tactic. Reinforce rate and organization. Air superiority, all pretty good. Shock and awe, my entire army gets soft attack instead of hard attack. Which against the Soviets is probably the best option because the Soviets are very infantry heavy. Recon company are better, that means better tactics. Advanced fire bases, recovery rate and organization, that's pretty good. And shock and awe, soft and hard attack all the way. Oh yeah, alright, we're gonna go for shock and awe, I think. That should be pretty good. So at any second now, the Soviets will declare war against me. We know that this is going to happen. They've got almost 180 divisions set up, ready to go. Reserve divisions is done. I did get a little bit of manpower. Effective total manpower modified to 107%. Interesting. Okay, we got a little bit. Italy is influencing our politics. Why? I'm already fascist. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but alright. We could get the Army War College, which gets me another general. Research bonus for infantry weapons. Artillery, anti-tank. Mountaineers. Acquire modern tanks. This would give me the option to license something from the Germans, probably. They probably have better tanks than I do. Maybe we want to do that. Maybe we don't. I'm not too sure yet. Expand the Air Force, local development, make fighters cheaper. Well, yeah, but I haven't really got much. I don't really care about shipyards. There's not a whole lot else over here that I think we really need. I'm not going to go for the Balkan mines yet because that's only good when you have nuclear reactors, and I don't have those yet. Could go for construction engineering, which just makes me build forts and factories and stuff faster. Well, no, not factories, just forts. We could do this temporarily just to get our forts going against the Soviets, and I will do that. That one lasts indefinitely until I change it. It just costs me some political power, which is probably okay. So let's build up our forts a bit faster. I'd love to have at least level 3 all along the border. Yeah, they want to crush Romanian nationalism. They already have a, well, I guess a casus belli, but a justification for war against me. So it doesn't really accomplish much for them to do this again, but whatever. I guess once that's all done, let's move toward making everything a level 4. The goal here is just to hold out and make this as costly as possible until the Germans can kill them. Or at least reinforce their line, which it looks like the Germans are actually already doing, which I appreciate. Recon company is done. Good. So let's see, it's 1940 now. Nothing to do here. We could go for mechanized. Tank variants, anti-tank. Self-propelled artillery. It's tempting. Upgrade the artillery? Doctrine, no. Already working on that. We're a year ahead of time on those. Let's upgrade our artillery and make sure that our... well, we just rain as much death from above as possible, really. We can start upgrading, I think, a few more of our infantry units from spades, so let's go ahead and do that now. 1, 2, 3, 4 to start off. Let's see how it looks. Pretty good. Yep. Japan demands French Indochina. Interesting. Whoops. Royal Guard divisions. And as we train these guys, let's make sure that they are deploying to the tank line instead, because I think we just got another one. 2 more, actually. Nice. More tanks is good. Get them in position, please. Please and thank you. Hello. Look at them go. So let's see, are you ever going to do anything? Because so far you haven't done nothing. French Indochina. Looks like Japan got it, actually. Japan is doing pretty well in this particular game. What's it going to be, Soviets? Come on. You know you want to. I dare you. I triple dog dare you. Let's go for the military police. We'll also want to get the maintenance company so I can maintain the new tanks that we are creating. Increasing their reliability makes it easier for them to stay in the fight a little bit longer. Alright, so we already have extensive conscription. I don't want to go to service by requirement yet because it reduces factory output and we're not out of manpower. I'm instead going to go for the Prince of Terror, which increases our non-core manpower. So that's going to be a little bit nicer. And reduces the effect of partisans, which I know is about to be a problem. So let's do that. Notice, by the way, we only got like 1,000 manpower. It's not much. It's actually sort of pathetic. But... oh well, what can you do? So Finland, what happened to you? Did you give up land then, or what? Because I don't see anything that happened to you. I know you, like, accepted some demands. They just seemed like sort of trivial demands, apparently. Logistics, still looking pretty good. I mean, hey, if the Soviets don't want to declare on me right now, that's sort of to my advantage. Gives me more time to kind of start bulking up. And in the meantime, we've got some nice forts that are being built. Starting to get up to level 4. Okay, so this is about to be done in northern Transylvania. Yeah. Yeah, we're getting there. Level 4 forts now. I think that they are aware that the Germans are in position to beat the snot out of them. And it scares them a lot. That said, they got 112 divisions compared to 33 for the Germans. So, I mean, you'd think that the Soviets would be feeling okay with this right now, but no. No, the German war machine's pretty darn strong. Improved computing machine is done. Okay, let's go for some encryption. I think we can see exactly what encryption does too, by the way. Let's see. Does it tell us? Not really. I think there's a way to see exactly what encryption does. Encryption will hide information about units on the map and focus tree progression from other countries. So they'll know that I have people here, but they won't know exactly what I have here. I'd say that's especially good against players, but it can be useful here as well. The Germans have decided to come by and start entrenching themselves along my lands as well. Okay. I was really expecting the Soviets to attack by now. They're very late. Very, very late. They may have decided they don't care, actually, which is a good sign. It means that I'm stronger than they think. Or stronger than I think. They don't want to attack me. So, I guess we're doing okay on the construction of forts now. Let's start working down the Army War College and start making some more progress. Might as well. I'm actually completely at a loss here. I completely expected to be attacked by now. That was sort of the point, and then they didn't do it. They flinched. Which is bad, because I want them to attack, because they still have the effects of officers purged. It says that they're justifying a war goal against me right now. And they are almost done. Maybe they'll decide to attack then? I guess we'll find out. But seems a little weird. Not just me, right? Okay, we're starting to get some motorized rocket done. So what I'm going to do is go to training. Say that new units get top priority, upgrades are a low priority. Actually, wait. Yes. We're going to go here, and we're going to add in some motorized rocket artillery. Let's go ahead and start making this happen. So it's going to require a bit more motorized and 40 rocket artillery, motorized rocket artillery. So that's a thing. We still have a little bit of combat width. I could either add in an extra tank, or I could add in some extra motorized. And considering we're already kind of low on organization, I'm going to say that motorized is probably better. Support artillery, maybe? Better soft attack, breakthrough. Yeah, we'll probably grab that. Maybe the support anti-air as well. Just so I can have a little bit of extra piercing. Well, actually, it's saying that my piercing is going down. 36.2. 36.4. That's inconsequential. Really? Really? It's that bad? Yeah, piercing is very low. Now, it does give me a little bit of extra heart attack, but... I'm not sure it's quite worth it for the reliability reduction. And supplies. Maybe we just stick with this for the time being. Engineers are still pretty good. Soft attack. Better reliability. All right, we're going to say that engineers are still good. Upgrade those, and we should see that we are now suffering from... Yep, we do not have enough motorized rocket artillery, but these guys should start getting some reinforcements relatively soon. Just a few little rocket artilleries. Oh, these guys could actually use a little bit of training. Let's go ahead and do that. Since they are green now, since we added more to the template. Assassination of Leon Trotsky. Once a top lieutenant and heir presumptive of Vladimir Lenin, died today in Mexico City. Well, that's going to provoke somebody, isn't it? Are you guys getting experience? I assume that tanks still get experience. Improved artillery upgrade is done. Let's... Oh boy, what do we want? I'm kind of wondering if I want to start working on developing new fighters. We could start work on atomic research. It takes a long time. Alternatively, decryption. Yeah, we're not having decryption issues with them right now. I'm going to start working on atomic research. Work toward the nukes. Free civilian factories. I think level 4 forts across the board are pretty much good. Yeah, I think we're fine there. Let's start working on some more military factories. One there, one there. Nope, wait. Don't want to do that. Here. Yeah, just build a bunch of factories. That's all I care about. Okay. Again, if the Soviets are going to sit back and let me produce, who am I to stop them? I really don't know why they're doing it, though. That's a lot of divisions. But we have a lot of divisions now, too. Thank you, Germany. If I left the Axis, would they declare on me and then I could join the Axis again and call in the Germans? Because I kind of need these guys to attack me. The sooner the better. The officers' purge is not going to last forever. We'll just see what happens when they're done with their justification in 3... Wait. Oh! Well, Germany declares war on the Soviet Union, not the other way around. Well, that's not what I expected. The non-aggression pact between Germany and the Soviet Union has been broken. Soviet leadership is less than pleased, but perhaps less shocked by the betrayal than disappointed that they didn't seize the opportunity first. Crap. So do they get the defensive... I thought they got a defensive, like, national spirit if they got attacked first. The Germans are pushing. I guess I could offer to join your war. He's actually going to have to move a lot of his stuff off of my front line to face the Germans, which is actually... Whoop, wait! And it merged the wars. Okay, so the Soviet Union just declared war on me. Okay, so the Germans attacked the Soviets, and then the Soviets attacked me, and then we joined our wars together. Yes, that seems fine. Alright, so they are attacking me across the board, and are finding that our forts are formidable. We are winning on every front. I'm going to let them exhaust their manpower, or sorry, their organization, and then we will make a counter-attack. I'm going to request the forces of Hungary now that we are at war. I'm going to request the forces of Bulgaria. That's another chunk of units that we can use. Let's add them onto our front line. Add you all onto my front line. How many fielded units do we have? Not enough to even start working against Turkey, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. But yeah, alright. Slovakia has joined the German Reich. This is kind of weird. So, yeah. We're not the defenders in the war. It's sort of merged. Germany attacked them, but they attacked us, and then we all said, screw it, let's kill the Soviets together. I guess? Alright, let's go ahead and enact the plan. We can push against them. Their organization is getting low. We have good organization, which means they will crumble before me. Let us activate... Oh, wait. Turn off the tank training. Get your organization back together. Your supplies are quite low. We just have too many units in this area. That's what's going on. Nah, they'll get trained in the battlefield. I know they have a combat modifier reduction, but they'll be okay. They'll be fine. Alright, organization's looking pretty good. I say we attack. Or don't. Let's just encircle these guys then in Odessa. How's that sound? Tanks for the win! We're still deploying more tanks, right? Yeah. We're working on getting more of that motorized rocket artillery. Now, we could start planning a few of our attacks based on some of the resources that I know they have. For example, snag this steel. That wouldn't be a bad idea. It would starve the Soviets of some resources. Looks like we got an encirclement on, wow, a lot of troops. Like 40 summit troops are all going to run out of supplies and die. Encirclements are super dangerous, dude. Really, really strong. Love seeing that. It's one of the reasons that mobile warfare, or that doctrine is so darn strong. Because you can outmaneuver your opponent, encircle them, cut them off some supplies, and then just utterly annihilate them. Alright, we're going to try to grab this land so we can have a concave on the city in Odessa. They have a fort, but we're already about to take it. Yeah, looks like we're going to be fine. Lots of reinforcements to work with. Good. So what do we want to do with the tanks then? Do we want to push up against the river and start forcing them back, splitting their troops behind each other? That actually might not be a bad idea. There's a couple of different strategies you can use in Hearts of Iron. Works well in the real world too, I think. So if you have a front line like this, you can create a strong spearhead push right through the center and split their armies in two, and then pick your flank and just wipe them out. But of course that means you're going to get attacked from both sides, or you can flank them around the sides using faster units and sort of encircle them and put the pressure on them. I usually prefer to do that, but in this particular case, maybe we decide we want to grab the spearhead mechanics. And I think we will try it. Let's see if we can push up here. This is going to be the goal. Alright, deploy your tanks, and then we'll get you started. I'm sorry, I thought we took Odessa. Oh, we did take it, it just hasn't... No, I thought we took it. I don't know, somehow we lost it. Encryption is done. Okay, call to arms against the Allies. No. Not going to help with that war. Not my concern. Thank you. Alright, September of 1940. We could upgrade the anti-air. Make things a little bit stronger. I don't need decryption right now. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start researching some fighters. We're going to try to go for air superiority at some point. That does give you a pretty substantial advantage as you are fighting. Yeah, you guys keep jumping in here, but give it time. Just sit around and wait. I don't know why you're in such a rush, Germany. They'll die soon enough. Don't worry. Here, I come to save the day. I don't know why I'm jumping in on this either. Weird. Alright, so you guys have your full organization. It is time to push! Go, tanks, go! Let's see what we can do. War College is done. We can work toward a research bonus for infantry weapons, which is not useful now, but will be useful later so I can get better guns sooner than my opponents can. Still only missing medium tanks and motorized rocket artillery, so we can probably afford to upgrade a couple more units. Yet again. We'll just grab a 5 for now, I guess. Let's go ahead and upgrade that. There we go. Now, we are going to have a lot of supply issues, so I do need to be very cautious about that. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and cancel at least a couple of these military factories, because you can see here that we need to repair infrastructure, and that's especially going to be true as we have to deal with supplies. You can see here that the supplies are kind of running short, which means we take a lot of attrition, we don't gain organization very quickly, which means we kind of stall out and can't attack. Supplies, especially in Russia, are going to be absolutely crucial to victory. So, once they seem to be regrouping and I'm having a hard time pushing, we probably stop. Wait until we've had an opportunity. In fact, like right now. Let's go ahead and stop, so we don't keep pushing. Wait until we've had an opportunity to repair some of the infrastructure, get supplies back up here, and then we'll continue pushing. Stop the tanks as well. The fall of Nanjing in the Republic of China. Japan is conquering a lot. More free military factories. We're mostly lacking in the tank department, so I think we just focus on those. Efficiency's going up. I would be very tempted to create a variant of the tank, so I can add in extra armor, reliability, or something. It just costs me army experience, but if I do that, I think I'd take a little bit of an efficiency drop. Maybe not a huge one, though. It might be worth trying to create a little bit of a variant. If I upgraded the main gun, more hard attack, soft attack, I slowed down a little bit, though. I want to be at least 8. That would do it. And I just need some more reliability. That's pretty balanced, actually. Yeah, it's just a straight-up stat increase. Save. And build. We lose a little bit of efficiency, but now we're building slightly better tanks at the cost of army experience. which I think is acceptable. Still working on military police. Maintenance companies, can't add them into the group yet. We are working on centralized fire control. How are things looking for the Axis over on the east? They're mostly fighting China, but they are now very much surrounded by the Soviets. How are we looking here in Germany? Pretty good. Yeah, you guys are pushing pretty well, actually. I'm just suffering for supplies. If you wouldn't mind getting some of your troops out of here, that'd be great. I suppose one thing I could do, actually, is move some of my troops to help his front line. That would spread them out a little bit more. But, I don't know, I actually kind of don't want to help his front line. Yeah, but we may have no choice. We're taking so much attrition, my organization just cannot get up there. We may want to switch our focus to repair, so we can repair infrastructure and such a lot faster. It's tempting. I do think I need to increase my front line. We're going to go ahead and do that. Start spreading out a little bit. We're taking too many losses here for no good reason. We're just going to push, and help the Germans in every way we can. I'll use my tanks primarily as my special command. But yeah, we'll just help with the general push. Yeah, there we go. See? Making some progress now. And that reduces the number of units here a little bit. Starting to have some supply issues here, too. Supplies are annoying. Now, one way you can get around that would be to research the logistics companies, which reduces their supply requirements. I'd have to add those to the companies, and I'm not sure I'm going to do that. Do I want to upgrade military police? Not especially. It is November. Anti-air. I'm going to start working on some close air support as well. Let's start researching those planes. I don't have the factories yet, but by the time that I'm done with the Soviet Union, I'm hoping that I will. And then I can use that pretty effectively. We are taking some losses here, Germans. What are you doing? Do you mind not doing the thing that you're doing? Okay, keep wasting your organization, Soviets. I'm okay with that. They're really fighting hard, though. They're not really... Okay, so what I usually like to do, wait until the Soviets have attacked, exhausted their organization, and then when their troops are already broken, push back hard. And that usually works fairly well, but the Germans are not really focusing on that strategy. They're not giving me an opportunity to sit back and entrench and wait for the Soviets. So it's not working super well. I'm also getting stuck at this river crossing, apparently. I'm not sure I want my tanks here anymore. Do I? Maybe. No. No. We're gonna move the tanks. I don't want them here anymore. Let's move them to this particular province and then say go here. Yeah. Try to grab these victory points, reduce the supplies they're getting. And the goal here is to pierce through them just enough that it scares the ever-loving crud out of the Russians and forces them to overreact. Draw more troops over this way, which leaves their other front line weak so that we can push. That's the idea. We want them to break their entrenchment. And if I can make them panic, I would say that that's well worth it. Okay, these guys are getting in position. Organization seems to be more or less good to go. So let us engage. Go, go, go. Push. Okay. Let's see if all of their troops start moving around. That's the goal anyway. We may have to wait until we've made a little bit of progress, but we'll give it a shot. Oh, my tanks are getting routed again. Okay. Looks like they actually do have some things being hidden from me. We may want to consider working toward the decryption. But for now, let's focus on construction repair. Free repair, 100%. Yeah, that should make it so it's a little bit faster for us to repair the infrastructure that is currently hurting us. Construction repair, 50%. That works the way I think it does, right? I was expecting 100. Yeah, we're just going to try to build that stuff as fast as we can. More infrastructure means more supplies, means more organization, means more war. Let's work down forward observers, more recon, so we can use better tactics against them. We keep popping in here and then getting routed immediately. Organization's not getting up there fast enough. I'm kind of worried about my tank divisions. Maybe it was a bad idea to add in the motorized rocket artillery, and instead we should have just had more motorized. More organization. Might have been a good idea, actually. But alas, we did not do that. Alright, I think now is the time to start pushing. Their organization's starting to fall. So let's do that. I'll set you to cautious, I guess. Start making attacks of opportunity, but don't overexert yourself. Don't waste my manpower. We are pushing. We're winning on most fronts. Maintenance companies are done. That's good. We could start upgrading those again. More reliability. It is now 1941, though. I think I'm going to upgrade my artillery yet again, since that's a pretty major source of my soft attack to shred through his infantry. Watch it, tanks. Watch it. You guys are pushing a little aggressively in all the wrong ways here, buddy. Yeah, they're trying to surround me, but I gotta be careful here. Okay, getting a good concave here. I would like to encircle them, but I don't think I have the speed for it. Making a push toward Kiev. How's things looking on the German front? Pretty reasonable. Debating moving my troops back, but again, supplies have not been sorted out. Let's try upgrading some infrastructure here and here. I don't want to get bottlenecked for supplies, you know what I mean? Supplies, if you don't know, they always come from your capital, and you can see the path that they will take to reinforce an area. And as they travel around, they can get bottlenecked by low infrastructure at some point, and that causes some serious problems. It's also one of the main reasons that attacking your opponent's capital and kind of cutting them off, like encircling it, is a pretty effective strategy. Convoys from Hungary. Convoys? You're landlocked! No, I don't want you getting free autonomy points for helping me. That is how it works, by the way, if you don't know. Autonomy, the more that the subject helps the overlord, the more autonomy points they get, and the more I help the subject, the less autonomy points they get. So I don't have any use for that convoy, so I'm just going to have to say no to it. Making a push on some cities. We're starting to get somewhere. Germans are still pushing. Our organization is reasonable. We are steadily advancing the line. Would like to take the cities, though. Let's see if we can get some planes here in Ukraine. Right here, we're going to create our wings. Hang on. Do I still have... I do still have these guys. Hang on. Let's disband this wing. There we go. We're going to put you guys here instead. All of our interwar fighters. They're not very good, but it's all that I've got at the moment. So let's intercept things here in Ukraine. Try for a little bit of air superiority if we can. It would certainly help. Yeah, you can see here that we are currently winning in this air fight. I think? There's the Germans. Yeah, we have air support. They fight better. They have air... no, enemy air superiority. It doesn't exactly give me the numbers, but... yeah, having at least a little bit of air support should make this a little bit better. I mean, I really do like playing with air support in this game. It is quite good. But... I didn't have the production to really justify it. Watching my manpower go down does kind of dishearten me a little bit. But keep going, tanks. You guys can do it. Making some good pushes all across the line here. Yeah, just keep holding this line. We appear to be at the river. So this is a good defensive ground. They'll have to take a river crossing if they want to take this land back. So it's a good place to entrench while the rest of our army catches up. And then we'll be, if we can take this land, we'll be on this side of the river, and we could sweep around if we really want to. Missing equipment production for fighters. Well, yeah. Hey, look! More tanks. Go ahead and assign them. Do I want to train up some more infantry? Well, maybe. We are actually losing a bit of resources, too. Let's add some more trade. United States. Do that. You do this. Whoa, whoa, whoa! That's not what I had in mind. I do not need anywhere near that much. Game, what are you doing to me? There we go. Okay, that's much more reasonable. I didn't want to get 156. It's incredible. It's just, no! It's insanity. Alright, let's train up some more Royal Guard divisions. We'll train, like, let's say 5 at a time. In Bessarabia, and we will deploy them to our primary infantry front line. That'll be reasonable. Okay, the fall of Cairo. Italian soldiers entered Cairo against the UK. Ooh. Italy is making an unexpected but successful push in Africa. We have a bit of political power. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and grab the army offense, since I don't seem to be on the defense too much. Let's make their troops more effective. Tank designer. I kind of want this, I think. Wait. Yeah, I think I want this one. But I can't until I get mobile tank destroyers as a national focus, so we'll have to pass on that. Material designer. Do we want to go for infantry and equipment time? Artillery? Motorized? I mean, not a lot of artillery that I need now. We will want some of this, I guess. We have a little bit of time, about a year. None of it strikes me as incredibly important. Bombing, special forces, paradrops. We don't have any of those. Could go for service by requirements, but I'm going to hold off on that as long as I can. Aircraft, we could at least get this. Yeah, air research time. Okay. Or make them cheaper to produce. That's bombers only, though. Yeah, let's go for this guy. We're going to make it a little bit faster for us to research these planes so we can start manufacturing them as we get resources. Speaking of resources, how are we looking? Still want to work toward that steel. We are going to have to think long-term as far as how we are going to be finishing up our peace deal. Because if I'm going to fight the Germans afterwards, I don't want to put myself in a position where I've created an impossible to defend front line, but we'll see. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If so, then be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.